In the tall people's city, everyone chattered. Using big words was all that mattered. The Pocket Brothers lived in the land of Tall. Their only problem was that they were quite small. Nobody could hear when they tried to speak. Nobody could see them, not even a peek. So they started climbing a rather large tree, hoping the height would let them be seen. But when they arrived at almost the top, they saw something that made them stop. They found some eggs in a bird's nest. Their hearts began pounding deep in their chests. The first and second egg were plain, the third as well, but the fourth egg seemed to have a map on its shell. As they snagged the egg, ready to follow the map, the mother bird swooped in. Was it a trap? The bird grabbed the boys, but the boys grabbed the plan. The bird let them go, and they fell back to the land. They dashed and scurried through the woods below, avoiding the bird from moments ago. They ran and they ran until they finally found pieces of the eggshell map scattered around. They picked up a piece and studied it close. The light on the map was in front of their nose. With a little determination and a lot of persistence, they just might reach the light in the distance. After some time, their pace began to slow. They had finally made it. They had reached the glow. There in front of them, a lantern in a tree, too high to grab, but bright enough to see. They crookedly stood on top of each other. At the top of the stack was the littlest brother. With grasping fingers, he reached for the light and suddenly grabbed it in the dark of the night. Now with the light, was this the end of their quest? There had to be more. What was the rest? Then out of nowhere, the ground began to quiver. The wind blew in and the boys began to shiver. The land all around them started to decay, and right from beneath them, the ground gave way. They fell down and down as they tried to shout. They were soon underwater, but the lantern did not go out. They soon realized they were in a sunken shack, and without the lantern, everything was black. Every time they helped each other out, their lamps got brighter instead of going out. They saw a window right up ahead. "Let's head on out," the little one said. Grasping the lantern, they swam on through, both of the boys and the third one too. As they left the house, it was hard to explain. The water disappeared like the ocean had a drain. They found themselves standing on the shore, in front of them a mountain, ready to explore. The boys were excited. They didn't even stop. They began their hike and trekked to the top. Yelling to be heard seemed like ages ago as they looked down on the city below. Hundreds of pocket people soon joined the boys. They each carried a lamp, but none made a noise. They did not wave their hands, and yelling they didn't. Their voice was a light that couldn't be hidden. All the chatter stopped, and so did the noise. The city turned in awe and noticed the boys. The sky was full of lights flickering bright. The boys found their voice in the middle of the night. The end.